Sorry for the late start to this commentary. It is not the under-19 men playing South Africa again. We've had no problems. This is Great Britain versus France in the under-24 women's division, and France with a dangerous-looking attack to start out.
France going on a good strike there in the first portion of this game. They're playing in white, Great Britain in black. The penalty has been awarded to France already. So, France with the opportunity here to get an early lead. They go down, it's 2 against 1. They bat it down, Great Britain. They're trying to swing it. Fortunately, France is going to sweep this one into the 10 on the right-hand side. So France off to a good start here. They've got the 1-goal lead early in this match. France 1, Great Britain 0. And just looking for confirmation of the goal scorer there. So Maël Alano for France. They swim off. Once again, France flick it long underneath themselves. They're swimming this one into the middle of the pool and get another opportunity here to go on a charge. 4 French players down. Great Britain need to get this one out to safety quickly.
Yeah, GB, trying to get a foothold in this game. It's very unlike the GB women to go down early in any match. And France look like they're coming through on another flat flick. Goes underneath the stick of Alyssa Rhodes. Alyssa Rhodes trying to defend the corner of the goal. Alyssa Rhodes gets it clear. Well done by the GB elite players. Maddie Walker now takes her place on the goal.
And see, it's back in the middle of the pool. Great Britain getting some fresh legs into the water under their subspin, taking this one along the right-hand wall. It's a bit of a battle, but Great Britain getting an opportunity here. They punch through. Unfortunately, the Britain player went to the surface, but France with 3 people down to try and extinguish the British attack. Now swimming hard on the opposite side of the pool. Puck flies into the air, but it's back onto the French back once more.
Yeah, France really are having the strong start, but now GB trying to go away with Fiona Maynard. Fiona Maynard sends the puck out to the left, and Nia Matthews tries to do some work. Maddie Walker now, the girl from the Orkney Islands, as Alyssa Oates gets back involved in the play, and she makes some good way forward. Alyssa Oates, don't forget, is a forward by trade. Centre forward. Andrew, you know better.
France trying to weather this attack from Britain, but Britain still going down this left-hand wall.
Yes, it's excellent work driving down the wall there by GB as they get into the French territory for the first time, and it'll be advantage to France. So a good spell of pressure there, Jason.
It was Great Britain having a fantastic spell down this closest wall to us here where our cameras are situated. Unfortunately, the infringement was called in France's favour, so now they get to try and get this one back out to safety.
Again, ignore the overlay on your screen. Great Britain are playing in black. We just had a minor technical issue. Do try and stay on top of these as much as possible. But GB are playing in black, and they trail France by 1-0 as France make way down the pool.
Britain going 1 against 3 there and successfully get the pass, and they're swimming this hard now, trying to get it into the deep into the French territory.
Yeah, a nice bit of space to swim there for the GB girls, the princesses. And here you go, Princess Sisters down the right hand side. GB piling the French under pressure after conceding that early goal. They do trail in this match. 10 minutes left in the first half, an advantage being played by a referee on the surface of the pool. Still advantage, 2 referees playing an advantage. And now stoppages. Let's see which one they're going to go to. Advantage GB.
GB with the free puck deep into the French territory here. Great opportunity for Great Britain to get back on even terms. So players are down, going charging in. Puck was left behind momentarily, but Britain sweeping this one back in. It's going down the wall. It's got close to the tin. Can they get the power in? It's skidded into the tin. Did that go in the tin? The referees are going to call this. It's an equaliser for Great Britain.
Oh, absolutely fantastic off the advantage puck. The French never really looked like clearing that. I'd seen it had popped back on, and it's number 2. It's Emma Pitchforth, the Yorkshire player, who has got the first goal for GB. The score is Great Britain 1, France 1.
In both the encounters during the round robins, it was locked at 2-2 between these teams. So this match has the promise that it's going to go the distance and then some. So 1-1 now. Great Britain need to try and extend this lead, but they're now into defence. It's being charged down the wall. Great Britain get the chance to get some fresh legs into the water. Referees have called this. It's gone to Great Britain once again. Stick infringement against France.
Yes, it's GB. Since they conceded that goal, they have looked a better team. France have had their moments, and it was a very scary moment where Alyssa Oates had to be, the captain and the leader in the team, which she does so well, and stop the puck and take it right out to the corner. Great effort by Alyssa Oates. And then since that moment, Jason, it's just been all GB, and they've put on the pressure going down the wall, which is typically a French game going down the wall, and they're beating the French at their own game currently. Yeah,
I've heard that the French team do like to play a lot of their game up and down the wall, and then they're going to try and sweep it in to the closest corner of the tin. They also like to go in down in numbers too, and go as a 5 to try, if they get free pucks deep into their opponent's territory, straight into the tin. So they go down in numbers this time round. Great Britain taking this battle to them. There's a massive squabble going on here on the wall. Britain resolutely trying to punch this one through. More bodies down the bottom for GB. They've got to watch themselves here.
Emma Pitchforth holds it on the wall there, but the stoppage goes in favour of Great Britain. The stands getting packed more and more as this is the penultimate game of the day, so the only 2 teams that won't be up in the stands will be New Zealand and Turkey in the under-24 men's division. They play next.
Great Britain once again with a free puck. A bit of momentary confusion, it seemed, from Britain, but they've sorted themselves out. They're now ready to go charging down this wall once more. Great layoff here. Chance to try and chip this into some space. It's hit the French player.
Oh, this will be an interesting call that could decide the outcome of the match. Let's see.
France got the free puck, it seems.
Yeah. Now they'll argue that the foul that is going to get called, that's possibly a dangerous flick into the body, which hit the player on her leg. They'll say that was a dangerous flick that happened after the occurrence, but will it be enough to say?
They are going to say.
Yeah, Liv Daw here, number 7, is going to take 2 minutes out on the side, and this could be a defining moment in the half. And Alyssa Oates is out on the side. Interesting that Liz has got out. I thought they were signalling for number 7, which is Liv Daw.
So Great Britain down to 5. France now on the attack.
An even bigger blow as GB loses their best defender and captain to the sin bin. 2 minutes for her to try and hold on.
So Britain here need to weather this momentary storm. There's a lot of battling going on. It's sticking to this wall. Play's been stopped once again.
Advantage Great Britain. Momentary respite for the Princess Sisters.
It is now a minute and a half before they're back up to 6. 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Locked at 1-1 as all these encounters.
Fee Maynard, acting centre, flicks the puck out left, aiming for Ellie Shelley. Maddie Walker's down. Maddie Walker just trying to hold the play under that sin bin. They're going to have to hold it out for a long time as Emily McKeown tries to force her way down the wall. Play moving to the inside.
And Britain once again forced to try and get this one to the wall, but France now surging forward in numbers. Britain need to get this one clear. It's left in the middle of the water. Frantic scramble to get it to the back wall instead. It's still being scrambled around backwards and forwards, but Britain get a charge out from their end. France immediately get it back onto their stick and charge back in once more. It's getting closer and closer to the Great Britain tin. They've got the bodies down. They need to get this one pinned back into the corner.
Signal by referees. 2 referees waving on the surface. No goal. Barge down the back wall. No goal. And a break as Lissa Oates will be back in 20 seconds. And boy, do GB need her. Boy, do they need to be back up with 6.
Good work there by Great Britain. They've managed to clear their defensive lines several times there. This is their opportunity now. Getting a timeout.
Yes, it's Great Britain who take their timeout. Georgie Lamble will go over and just praise her girls and what they've done. Lissa Oates is going to be back in 5 seconds. They will be well drilled and know exactly what they have to do in order to take the puck over to the sin bin, and she'll get in to immediately help the team.
Very evenly matched match so far then, Lewis.
Yes, we've been treated to quite a lot of these close matches over the last half day. The semi-finals have not disappointed. We've only had one that's gone into overtime so far, but all the games nearly separated by just 1 goal. I'd run you through all the results, but there's been that much excitement from game to game. I can't quite remember what happened in the first one. I think New Zealand beat the under-19 GB girls 10-0.
It was a sizable margin, but the match that was opposite to this one was New Zealand South Africa. New Zealand made it through to the final in sudden death with the winning goal. So whoever wins this match faces New Zealand in the final. Confusion
there as one of the referees talks to the chief referee, and Lissa Oates almost didn't get in enough time. And who's this getting out? It's Nia Matthews out on the side. I think just for a long minute. She will be waiting there.
Britain down to 5 once again. Big long flick, but it's been charged back out to the side by Great Britain. France with all the bodies down on the bottom.
Referee timeout. Let's see what they're trying to discuss here. Try and get a following for which the referees are in the ward. We've got a Turkish referee on the side. Not quite sure I recognise any of these water referees. One of them's a Kiwi.
It's gone it's gone France's way, this.
Yes, France advantage puck. 4 minutes left on the clock, so still fair bit of time in this second half to go.
France once again get another opportunity to charge at Britain's 10. And the long flick there. It's going over to the right-hand side. Britain sweeps it back out, though. Again, another excellent clearance by Great Britain.
Emma Pitchford-Fair lucky not to take one to the face as she just about has time to move her head, but still can often be considered as a dangerous flick. It doesn't need to hit the player. You can flick the puck at one of your own players and it's still considered dangerous. Player safety, the number one job of the referees to the best of their abilities as GB lodge it into the corner. 15 seconds for Nia Matthews.
France trying to get this one down the back wall. They're powering. They're getting closer to the tin. A big, furious swim by Great Britain there, but France turning once again.
Yeah, defending Sophie Speed there, coming off the goal tray, showing her experience for how to get into that position. Advantage, though, goes to France.
Stick infringement against Great Britain.
Yes, just a minor one, though, as play entered the 3 metre D. France going to take their time out now with 3 minutes left on the clock. GB, though, more importantly, back up to 6.
So Great Britain up to full strength once again. 3 minutes now remain of this first half. France, third opportunity to come to try and score, break this deadlock. Crowds here at Ponds Forge Leisure Centre keeping the noise levels up, so we can see some fantastic support for both teams in this pool. Thank goodness we've got good soundproofing in this commentary room.
Yes, that's been one of the actual complaints of the tournament from the, well, not a complaint, just an improvement that could be made. We just don't quite have enough inlet microphones to be able to leave one outside so you can hear the noise from the crowd, and there's little atmosphere. Obviously, you know, professional sports, you have a commentary area. Nia Matthews making a difference after she gets back in, trying to come down the near side wall right underneath our cameras. Look, taking two of them on as they stick foul on the wall, and here's the call that confirms that.
Great
advantage.
Britain finally getting a chance here to get this one out of the corner. Excellent defending once again. That was a massive melee, but Great Britain's escape act worked once more. So Britain down on the bottom, going down this right hand wall once again. They're up to 6. 2 minutes now left of this first half. It's 1-1. Big flick here by France. They've swept it underneath themselves, but Britain trying to wrestle this one out. It's still very close to Britain's tin on the right-hand side. Lots of bodies down on the bottom. It's a queue to try and get this one at the tin. Well, Great Britain have got to watch out here because France are sitting directly behind them. Furious pummeling backwards and forwards along the wall. The referees, I think, going for another discussion. That was a huge battle between the two teams. Penalty has been called.
Second penalty shot of the game for France. So GB defence holding strong enough, but just not able to keep the discipline in the final areas as they give away commit a serious infringement in the final 5 metre area. Here we go. France, they beat Lisserots down. Has she got a stick on it? She might have got a stick on it, you know. Maybe not.
And France get another. So now France regain their lead. Britain weathered the storm for so long, but France number 7, Meunier-Brine, their vice-captain, with the goal.
Well, France are leading in this one, but you can tell that the French men's team's competition is finished because they look very merry up in the stands. Just a little observation there. Maybe the alcohol ban lifted a day early and they've had some practice for the after party tomorrow evening here at Ponds Forge following the medal ceremony. Let's see what will happen in the remaining 90 seconds.
I think the French men's team are going to want to stay in Great Britain till after the bank holiday weekend finishes. So they don't get one in France. So
advantage being played on the surface of the pool. Now the stoppage comes. Time going to dwindle down, though. There'll be about a minute, maybe 50 seconds for when.
And it's gone in France's favour, this free puck. So Britain just need to settle back down again, make sure they can clear this one out. They're charging it hard to the right. It's in the middle of the pool at the moment for France, trying to battle this one through, and it's gone swum out to the right hand side. Britain have got to watch themselves here. It's been swum into the corner. Another furious battle goes down the back wall. Great Britain once again charge down the wall, but it's gone back to France again.
GB just need to really hold out here for 20 seconds, go into half-time just trailing by a goal. It's exactly the same as what happened to the GB men's team in the previous match against South Africa. Let's see what they can produce in the second half. Jason, I will leave you to the half-time summary. Do be honest.
Thank you very much, Lewis. So, as half-time is called, it's now Great Britain trailing in this match by 2-1. France got a penalty early on, which they converted successfully, getting the first goal within a couple of minutes. Great Britain with fantastic equaliser. But as the first half closed out, Britain came under more and more pressure from France, and in the end, France managed another successful penalty conversion to regain their lead. But I think this has been, again, another fascinating battle between the two. Great Britain have, as I say, in the previous two matches ended up with a 2-2 draw. This time round that cannot happen. It's a semi-final match. Somebody has to be a winner. So in that situation, if it remained a tie, then we'd have another period of 5 minutes each way to try and determine a result. After that, if a tie remains again, the match goes to sudden death. First goal scored at that point would win. France here will definitely want to be coming out to make sure they can put the puck back into the British half, protect that 1-goal lead they have. It's going to be a very edgy game, France. Very well organised as a team. We've seen this before. Great Britain, however, have also shown incredible determination, and they are the only team that's beaten New Zealand, who is going to be the team that they face in the finals, or France for that matter, whoever wins this match. And you can see the graphics now reflecting the right results, so you can follow everything on screen. France two, Great Britain 1. The second half about to get underway. Whoever wins this plays New Zealand in the final of the under-24 women's competition.
Ooh, there we go. So graphics all on all right, and we'll just see what happens. So at least every bit of information you can trust on the screen now. Let's see if GB can do like the GB men did, get back into this game and have a strong start to the second half.
So both teams fire into the puck with equal verve and vigour. England.
Good powerful little bit of force play there by Zoe Hyam, busting through the centre there, and GB not allowing the French to switch it around as play moves into the central neutral third.
Great Britain looking to sweep this one down the wall, obviously now as they get closer to the French 10, they get closer to the French subs bin on that side as well. France scrambling this one wide. It's got into the middle of the pool. France now with a big flick, trying to swim this once again. It's over to the other side of the pool, backwards it's gone, and France sweeping this one into the British defence, but there's been an infringement called, stick infringement by France. Great Britain now with the free puck.
Yes, it's going to be advantage put Great Britain, and need to make the most of these if they're going to get back into this game. The challenge is first of all to score the equalising goal, and then we'll see. Don't know if Jason's mentioned, but the score from the two games in the round robins, Great Britain 3, France 3 on both occasions, so literally not even a cigarette paper would separate these two teams.
So this time round, should it get that far, obviously things are going to change, but first of all Great Britain need to get themselves back on equal contention. Yes. Stabbing the puck there against the wall. France now with 3, trying to drive this one back.
Play into the centre of the pool. And yes, as Jason says, there has to be a winner this time. We will find out which is the better team, Great Britain or France. For the moment, it's France who come out on top. This under-24 women's team has changed over the years, but they know the pain and heartbreak. For the last 3 years, they've been in the bronze medal match. They want that to change. They want to start being like the Golden Girls. And a great little swim. Nia Matthews driving towards the goal, but it's stopped by the French. Great little drive on the 45.
That was a fantastic piece of swimming there.
Illegal knockdown as the puck was flicked through there. Great swim and drive by Nia Matthews. GB are going to have to stay in the pool. No chance for them to sub as we go back under. Alyssa Oates is the first down. She's got a chance to take it early. Her squad's not down, but she's got a huge flick towards the tray. Where's it landed? It's moving out towards the left. GB are trying to stop it from getting to the corner. Is another illegal knockdown. The players question why that won't be a penalty. A penalty has to be a serious foul committed within the 3 metre area that would result in a likely goal. It has to meet all 3 criteria. Here she goes again. Alyssa Oates on the drive. Flick. How was that knocked down? All referees remain under the water. Zoe Hyam trying to twist and turn under her own body.
France get this one back out to the wall once again. Another good spell by Great Britain. They're upping the tempo here. Charging into the French half now. They're trying to get this back somewhere near the French tin, but France wrestle it free.
The thing you've got to be careful of here is the fact that you've spent so long in the opposition half. You've not been able to sub. You're really glad for when you get the fresh bodies in, and here goes. Is this Emma Pitchforth coming out down the side? A long flick forward. Is she going to get on the end of it? It's Ellie Shelley. Not quite gone centrally. Emma Pitchforth still there. Emma Pitchforth on the 45. The flick to the goal's not going to make it. Can they force it in on the far side wall? I think they've done it. 2-2. Emma Pitchforth on the 45. Levels things up for Great Britain in this semi-final against France. 10 minutes left on the clock. Game on, Jason.
Boy, is this hotting up. This is a fantastic game. Great Britain now back on level terms. So everything resets. There's 10.5 minutes to try and get a result in normal time. Great Britain with the momentum. Brilliant piece of work by the British team.
Yes, absolutely. Great work. Emma Pitchforth there. What a job she did to be able to stay down and say, look, I've given it to you, but I'm not going up just yet. Her lungs will have been busting. She will have been dying to breathe. That's what makes the difference. Is that the difference between winning and losing in a semi-final? That extra little bit of time you can spend on the bottom. France trying to break through. Good recovery by GB. Have to go across their own goal. There's 2 defenders down. Good work there, Liv Dorr.
Fantastic work, Liv. That was stunning. It was looking as if France were trying to flick it back underneath themselves. Well intercepted, but this is going very close to the British tin. It's gone underneath the British player. They've got to watch themselves here. Furiously swimming it across their own goal.
How has Alyssa Oates kept that out?
Oh, the referees. It's another penalty to France. Unfortunately, in trying to get that one clear, Great Britain, in fact, it's a penalty goal. Is it a penalty goal?
A penalty goal. You wondered how Liz kept that out. Maybe it was a different player that advanced it illegally. Tough luck for Great Britain, but they'll respond again.
France here calling the timeout after Maëlle Alenor gets the credit for France's 3rd goal.
Just susceptible after they score, and Glenn Schofield having a chat with the referee there, and it's just so hard. The referees are having it possibly, is all absolutely legitimate, but obviously the referees currently having a big impact in that game. All 3 of France's goals have been via a penalty or a penalty goal.
Absolutely.
And the referees have been outstanding throughout this competition. They've positioned themselves well, and they have made the calls when it matters. Just unfortunate that it's them having to be involved and not the puck being put into the back of the goal legally, or in these terms not being stopped legally, which is forcing them to do that, taking the flow of the game away from the players. But they are doing a great job, and we'll see just what happens for the rest of this game. 9 minutes for GB to come back in once again as Zoe Hyam makes a move down the right hand side. Ellie Shelley is up ahead of her. Alyssa Oates on the right hand of your picture joins. She's still waiting, Alyssa Oates. Can see the play coming towards her. Turns her stick so not to draw the foul, and now she'll try and advance down the wall, but the French have got past her. There's Zoe Hyam getting her stick on the puck. Maybe a foul against Alyssa Oates, yes. You wonder what sort of strength it is that you need to get past Alyssa Oates. And the answer is 2 people pushing the same puck or one person pushing the puck and the other pushing the bat.
I think France might have got a warning there from the referee as well.
Yeah, the French, when they accumulate all these fouls, they can often be found in the sin bin during the second half of matches. We'll see just what happens as the game unfolds. Then Pitchford tries to go through the middle. Zoe Hyam forcing the puck in the central channel. France have a chance to break though, Jason, down the right hand side.
France are going on the chase there. We've got two people down in the water. Britain need to get this one safe. Currently trying to swing it, but France stay on the bottom. Britain trying to find a way through in the middle, but they're furiously trying to swipe the puck out to the side.
This Oates missed. There goes Liv Daw. Liv Daw, the inside flick comes. Recovery by Zoe Hyam, a good one. The puck isn't flicked out to Ellie Shelley, trying to go across the face of the French player. Are they going to say it was knocked down illegally? Yes, they are. Illegally knocked down by the French there. A let-off for Great Britain as we're halfway through the second half. The score, France 3, Great Britain 2 in the women under-23s division. Great Britain have come back to equalise twice already. Can they do it a third time? Only time will tell as Emma Pitchforth gets us underway. Gets the flick out to the right wall. A little short for Sophie Speed, and she's facing her own goal. Managing to do a beautiful bit of skill to get out of trouble. And now, here goes Ellie Shelley. She's a powerful swimmer once she gets going, and she's making her way to the halfway line. France trying to switch it around the back now.
So, great swim there by Great Britain, but unfortunately, the first one didn't work. The second one, however, they're off on another charge down the opposite wall here. They need to get this one back into the middle. France having to swim it defensively under the French sub-spin. Great Britain powering on. France twisting and turning.
Advantage being played on the surface by the referee out the back. Possible advantage to Great Britain. Now the stoppage in play. Obstruction. Advantage Great Britain. Alyssa Oates. No, Maddie Walker subs to allow Alyssa Oates back onto the field of play.
Britain have another opportunity here to get back on even terms. Powerful swim into the middle. Long flick by the British. They're trying to sweep this one and push it back into the middle. France desperately trying to get it out to the side. Charging out to the right hand side, but it's been stopped. It's gone back to Britain again.
They get chance after chance, Great Britain. They have to convert in these areas. It's 6-on-6, so it's still very, very hard. They want to be in the final just like the two men's teams. Can they do it with 5:45 remaining on the clock? Alyssa Oates does a little deke this time, tries to force her way through. GB keeping it in the central channel. It's moving out from left to right. Down goes Sophie Speed. Nice little turn and lay to the centre. Another stoppage. Obstruction. Every time the players request a penalty, but they're not right. The referees are well positioned. Has to be a serious foul within the 3-metre area that would result in a likely goal. I'll remind you of that every time.
So, they say third time's a charm. Let's hope so here. Long flick by Great Britain. There's furiously trying to sweep it back into middle. Well held. It's going back closer to the tin. France powering it back along the wall, but Britain haven't stopped yet.
No, GB are going to get the bodies down and they're going to say, France, you come at us down this back wall, then we're going to split you on the 45 and come to the goal. That's if Alyssa Oates doesn't get turned around. Sophie Speed on the puck. Nice little bit of stick work by the West Wickham player. Trying to go through, but another stoppage by the referee.
This time France have it.
Barging by Great Britain. Advantage France. 4 minutes 45 now. Ticking away on the clock. Seconds passing all the time. Not good for Great Britain. They need time to stay on the clock. But more importantly, they need to get a goal. As long as they can keep France out, they've got a chance. But they have to score next to stand any chance of remaining in this game.
Britain trying to change this round now.
Good hit there by Alyssa Oates. Good pass to the inside. To Fee Maynard. Fee Maynard's trying to turn the corner. She's got a good flick. She's onto the back wall. Come on, Fierce.
Great Britain needs some assistance here.
Oh, just rushing there. The player that went on, I think it was Liv Daw, trying to just push the puck under her body to her fins. And now there's nobody down for GB, and France are going to come away as Liv Daw looks to the surface, says, where are you girls? There's Alyssa Oates. She's got to try and hold it. They're going to say this is gloving against Alyssa Oates. Alyssa Oates. Advantage being played. Advantage still being played as France move down the pool. Just couldn't quite stay down as long as they needed to. Alyssa Oates trying to stay down. If France score here, it could be game over.
France now going down the right-hand wall. They've got players over. This is dangerous for Great Britain. They need to make sure they can pin this into the corner. Successfully done.
Yes, living dangerously. Let's see, is this going to be another penalty? No, just an advantage puck.
So Great Britain now need to clear this one out first of all. 3 minutes left on the clock. France with the 1-goal advantage. It's in the middle of the pool. Britain take this opportunity to get a quick chat with the coach, call the timeout.
Whoa, let's see, 3 minutes to go. You've got the 2-minute stop clock, but GB, you're at the wrong end of the pool. You need to pick up the puck, you need to use your swimmers, you need to break down. You never know, a counter-attacking goal might be the difference.
Absolutely. It's been a furious encounter up that French tin. 3 attempts, 3 free pucks. Unfortunately for Great Britain, France, too strong in their defence, cleared it every single time. And then, unfortunately, Britain didn't get back fast enough, so France charged back down this Great Britain end. But opportunity here. They've had the talk with the coach. Get their heads set once again, ready for the remaining 3 minutes. This half, long flick by the French. It's left in the middle of the pool.
Advantage being played by the referees on the surface. Could be a breaking call against GB. Just setting off before the puck was touched. Stoppage coming now. Stick foul. Advantage France once again.
This is exactly where France want to be.
Time will continue to tick down until the clock hits 2 minutes. Then it's do or die time for the Princess Sisters.
France roar in, and this very close to the tin in the middle of the pool. Britain furiously swim this one out. Great swim here by Great Britain out to safety, and another charge by the British defenders.
Yeah, routinely going under the subs box, but they can't really spend too much time there. They have to move down the pool. They have to be ambitious. They have to be brave.
Opportunity for Britain. Back down the wall, but the play stopped once again by the referees, and it's called against Britain. It's a stick infringement, is it?
Yes, a stick infringement against Liv Daw, number 7. Oh, a tough break for GB. You just saw they routinely go to the subs bin, but you can't afford to do that as the clock's running down. You have to be ambitious. You have to stretch the legs and move further down the pool. France will be happy for just leaving a defender. Look at the defender on the top of the water. She's just sitting way back to say, don't score a breakaway against me. I'll cover it all day.
So France now locking this one down Britain's left-hand wall. Britain scrambling now to keep this one out of the tin. It's getting closer by France. There's a furious scramble here. It's getting very close to the edge of the tin. Britain brute forcing this one out, but France still have people down on the bottom. It's a long flick by the French. I think that's gone in.
Let's see. If the hands go up, this is game over. Yeah. Number 7 with the goal, so ref timeout should go off here, and we'll continue to let time dwindle down. No chance for GB to get 2 goals in the remaining 40 seconds. It takes 30 seconds to get down one end of the pool, 30 seconds to get back, and then another 30 seconds to get down the other end. So we'll have to see. So another goal, the clock dwindles down. Success for the Great British men's team. Disappointment and heartbreak for both women's team. This team, though, very young. This team is very young. They've still got another couple of years to train together and come back and try again when we hit 2021, wherever that may be, as we get a stoppage. GB advantage puck, but you know what? It's just too late. GB had a chance to swim it out of their own end. They had to go for it there and then.
So really, this is just now for Britain to try, get a consolation, carry on fighting all the way to the end. Good swim by Great Britain here. They're trying to charge this one, but it's going down the wall. It's proven very difficult for Great Britain to be able to get this one powered along the wall. France's defence really have been the match for them in the attack.
Yeah, France don't care where it is now. Put it in the corner, put it anywhere. We've got a 2-goal lead. We'll run the clock down in the corner. And it's advantage to Great Britain. Number 9, Alyssa Oates, obstruction. GB will question a lot of the decisions that were made. Why didn't we get a penalty? Why did they get 2 penalties and a penalty goal? They'll question that the referees took the game away from them. The referees have a better picture and a view of the game than the cameras could ever bring you.
In those situations, you need to clear that from your mind and focus and reset your expectations. Get on with the game, score another goal. But the clock counts down France, locking this one down the wall. It's going to be successfully won by France. They proved the stronger team in this.
Yes, absolute heartbreak for Great Britain. This team, they'll be really feeling it. They've been here time and time again. They've been in these situations where they've been in close semi-finals and they've just not come up, and it's not for anything they lack. It's not for the lack of passion, the desire, the togetherness. As you go through the ranks, this is probably one of the best and closest teams that has been put together in the recent years. But Egger, it was bronze. Castellon, it was bronze. Hobart, it was 4th. Tomorrow, they have to fight for that bronze medal again to make sure they don't leave here empty-handed. Jubilation for France, the only team they've brought which has ended up in a final. They'll have another bronze medal chance against Great Britain in the under-19s division tomorrow. Final game of the day coming up, New Zealand versus Turkey in the men's under-24s division. That to see who will play Great Britain under-24s in the finals. There's going to be a lot of raw emotion for the GB under-24s tonight, but they need to just put that behind them, focus on tomorrow. It's not a long journey home for these players, but they want to make sure they're going home with something in their pocket.
Absolutely. Great Britain are going to face South Africa tomorrow, and we saw how close these 4 teams are. So that's going to be another tremendous battle, but Great Britain really gutsy there in their match here today. Unfortunately for them, France just that little bit stronger in this match. So final score, France 4, Great Britain 2.